I'm Maya Brooks, 32, the family's reliable engine. When I offered to drive us from the airport to our Maui resort, I imagined laughter, photos, a reset. Instead, my brother Ethan smirked. "Remember, everyone, Maya's just the driver." They chuckled. We'd spent months planning. I built the shared dock, hunted deals, and stitched an itinerary tight enough to calm my mother, Diane, while giving my father, Peter, his golf windows. Ethan and his wife Nora sent thumbs-ups. My younger sister, Lena, forwarded reels of beaches I'd already bookmarked. I printed confirmations, checked us in online, and handed out envelopes with passports. The flights blurred, requests for headphones, seat swaps, and my window becoming a help desk. By the time we reached the rental counter, I'd upgraded the SUV for legroom using my points. Warm air slid through the open windows as I navigated toward Wailea. "AC's too high," my father said. "Too low," my mother added. Ethan commandeered the Bluetooth. I swallowed the pinch and kept us moving. Koa Bay Resort rose from torchlight and water, the ocean ringing like a bell. For a second, pride steadied me. I had chosen well. Valet whisked the luggage. I tipped from my wallet. I kept my suitcase close, just in case. At the desk, the receptionist smiled. "Welcome, Brooks Party. Ocean View Suite for 4 adults. IDs, please." Silence. 4. My stomach dropped hard. Ethan's eyes slid away. My mother's voice wavered. "Maya, we assumed you'd get your own room." I stood frozen, clutching my ID while the receptionist glanced between us. 4 adults, not 5. My father cleared his throat. "We thought you'd prefer privacy, Maya. You're so independent." Independent. A word they'd twisted into exclusion. My chest burned. I'd booked their flights, arranged the car, sacrificed my own plans. And here I was, reduced to an afterthought. "Just grab a cheaper hotel down the road," Ethan said flatly. "You make more money than any of us." His smirk stung more than the humid air outside. Nora shifted uncomfortably beside him, clearly embarrassed. The receptionist, sensing the tension, offered a garden view villa. The rate was astronomical. My mother whispered, "Maybe we can add a roll-away bed." The absurdity nearly made me laugh. A lifetime of small sacrifices flashed before me. Missed birthdays, unpaid favors, the constant role of fixer and chauffeur. Every time I told myself it would be different next time. But standing in that glittering lobby, the truth hit hard. It would never be different. My voice, steadier than I felt, cut through their excuses. "You didn't forget me. You excluded me." Heads turned. Guests pretended not to listen. My family blinked, caught off guard. I stepped back, pulled out my phone, and scrolled to a contact. Claire. We'd met at a conference. She owned a boutique retreat on Maui's quieter side. She had once said, "If you ever need a place here, call me." I pressed dial. "Claire, it's Maya. I need somewhere else to stay." Claire's voice was warm, decisive. "Get in your car and come here. I've got a suite open. It's yours." Relief flooded me. I glanced at my family, still clustered at the desk, still negotiating over who should pay. "I won't be staying here," I announced. "I've made other arrangements." My father frowned. "Don't be dramatic." "No," I said, calm now. "For once, I'm being clear. I'm not just the driver, and I won't be treated like one." Silence. Even Ethan couldn't conjure a quip. I retrieved the keys from valet, tipped again from my own pocket, and walked away. For the first time in years, their disappointment didn't weigh me down. The drive along Maui's coastline was liberation. Moonlight danced on waves. Jungle pressed close on the other side. Each mile peeled away a layer of hurt. By the time I reached Claire's retreat, I felt lighter than I had in years. She greeted me barefoot at the door, pulling me into a hug. The bungalow she led me to was simple but breathtaking. Hardwood floors, a balcony over the ocean, a private plunge pool. "This," she said, "is your space now." That week changed me. I worked mornings with Claire, helping refine her marketing. Afternoons, I explored hidden waterfalls and black sand beaches with locals she introduced me to. Evenings, I sat with strangers who treated me as simply Maya. Not the helper, not the background sibling. On my last night, watching stars from the balcony, I realized something. My worth was never tied to their approval. Boundaries weren't walls, they were bridges back to myself. I returned home different. No longer invisible, no longer just the driver, but finally in control of my own wheel.